Hi guys, Recovery Jim here. I'm just looking at this view. It's unbelievable. I will show you in a minute. Back to work. You know, it's great. The weather's fucking cold, but it's good to be out and it's dry. So yeah, I love my job. I love what I do. It's unbelievable. That it's taken me to this age to kind of, you know, I'm not saying it's my calling, but it's something that I enjoy doing and getting paid for, you know, and that's just amazing to me. You know, I think maybe a lot of my alcoholism was to do with just being unfulfilled in my life, you know, sitting behind a computer all day, making money for some menial fucking business or whatever. You know, I know that's the way the world goes round, but for me it was killing me. It was just fucking killing me. I wasn't happy. So yeah, I am happy now, and I wanted to talk today about not about work or anything. Don't know why I've started on that, but I do digress and go off in tangents. But I was at a meeting last night, my Monday night CA meeting, and there's a couple of new people came. One person has, well, 450 days sober yesterday, so kicking my ass on that, but doing amazing, but you know, doing smart. And I just, you know, I kind of reached out to her and said, why don't you come and try the fellowship? Because it's not just about getting you sober, it's about maintaining the sobriety. And I'm not saying she was struggling or this, that and the other, but I just think it's a better crowd, a better tribe of people to be kind of involved with, because what we talk about is recovery stuff every night, rather than just, you know, what we did that week and what we bought at the shops, or you know, and that works for some people, but for me it's, you know, I want to, when I go to fellowship, I want to be talking about recovery. I want to hear how other people are doing. I want to know where people are coming from, you know, what they're doing, how they're managing to get another day sober on you know, and putting their head sober on the pillow. Now, we had another new guy start. He started last week actually, but it was his first CA one. He came on Thursday, and I love it. I love seeing new people come in, because it was me, you know, only a short while ago, and I just think it's, you know, for me, I see a lot of me in them. You know, he is still struggling. You know, he's still drinking, I believe, but I know that he wants to stop it and he wants to get the help that he needs. And all he needs to do is keep coming back and learning from the stories and the shares that he hears. And for me, that, you know, that's what it's all about. It's about sharing the message, because if I hadn't been told this message by my sponsor or whoever, I wouldn't be here now. You know, I really don't think I'd be staying sober if it hadn't been for the meetings and the rooms. And I just think it gives me a buzz to come in and see people. You know, another guy, he's over 100 days now, but I remember when he first came into the rooms and I thought, yeah, he's another one that's gonna come for a couple of sessions and then go. Nah man, he's a mainstayer, he's part of the tribe, man. And it's like, good on you, man. You're keeping it going, and he loves it, you know. And he's like, you know what, it's so worth it to maintain the sobriety and keep doing what you're doing. And you know, he's had some tough times, especially over Christmas and New Year and that, you know. And the little voice, it's always there, you know. It gets duller, gets quieter, but it's still there, and it just pops out when you're least expecting it. And he was out a couple of weeks back, and it was saying, go on, you can just have one pint, you know, you'll be okay, you'll be all right. And he was like, you know, and he was lucky that he was round people that know that he's sober now, and that he doesn't want to do any of that shit anymore. So luckily they were all there boosting him on and going, no, you're doing so well, mate, you know, you really are, you're sticking to it, we're all amazed at how well you're doing. And it was really nice. He's like, if I'd been out with a bunch of people that didn't know that, then I'd have probably lapsed, you know. And that's down to telling people, keeping it not hidden, you know, keeping it out there in the forefront. And I think that's you know, as I say, I'm not ashamed of who I am. I talk about it on YouTube, on Instagram, and you know, and I do this because I want people to know that we are good people. You know, we are trying to get back on. We're just unfortunate people that have this affliction of addiction, and that's not anything to be ashamed of, because we aren't sitting on a park bench with a brown paper bag and a bottle in it or a needle in our arm. We are awesome members of society trying to claw our way back up. I was listening to a song this morning, if I can remember the lyric. Oh no, it's not going to come to me. Nah, shit, I will post it afterward. But basically, it was Radio Gaga by Queen, and the lyric in it, it was basically like, don't just, I'll post the lyric afterwards, but it was so poignant because it was like, don't just sit back and, you know, let life just kind of wander over you and not be, yeah, that was it. Don't be part of the background noise. And I don't want to be part of the background noise. I want to be, I'm not a loud, obnoxious person, but I don't want to just be sat back and go, do you know what? I fucked up my life. I'm a drunk, you know, oh well, as long as I can live my life sober, I'll just keep quiet and do the rest. Nah, fuck that, man. I'm not going to sit quiet and, you know, not be the person that I want to be or I am. You know, I want to be out there making noise about, yeah, the plight that we're all under, and, you know, and I want to be making a fucking noise and shout it from the rooftops that, yeah, fuck it, man, I did fuck up my life, but now I'm here and I'm sober. You know, I'm not going to blame the fucking alcohol shops that have it blatantly in your face. I'm not going to blame the films and the soap operas that have everything based around a bar, or whenever something bad happens in a film, they need to have a stiff drink to sort themselves out. Bollocks to that. I'm not blaming that. It's my fault, my DNA makeup or whatever. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm making a change. I'm making a change in my life, and it's going to be fucking good. And I'm not just going to be part of the background noise. I'm going to be part of the fucking orchestra. You know, I am going to be screaming this until the day I die, because I'm ready to fucking live, and I'm ready to live free from addiction one day at a time. Thank you. I just wanted to say that. I know I sounded a bit ranty there, but it's just how I'm feeling today. You know, that lyric, just don't be part of the background noise, really fucking, yeah, I don't want to be part of the background noise anymore. I'm not just some fucking drunk. Anyway, I'll start again. So that's it basically today. I'm happy, I'm grateful that I'm sober, and I'm happy that people are coming to the meetings. People are doing it for the first day and then they're getting sober, and I just, you know, keep coming back, people. That's all it is. If someone's watching this for the first time and they're thinking, oh, I'm only a day in, or I'm not even a day in, do it, because it's about to get fucking good, man. Life is fucking good, and I'm going to show you. My higher powers, the universe, you know, people talk about religion and all this, you know, the fellowship is not about religion. It's not religious at all. It's, my higher power is the universe, you know, everything about me, you know, the stars, the sky, the fucking trees, the birds, every part of the universe that all started in the fucking Big Bang. Yeah, it's not about a man with a beard that lives in the cloud. But for some people that is it, you know. But for me, when I'm sat here sober in my car and I see, you know, on a February afternoon at 20 to 5, and I see shit like this. I know a lot of that stuff's man-made, but I'm talking about the view, you know, the little bay area that we've got here. This is Derby Haven, and it's absolutely beautiful. That sunset, you know, it's going to be stunning when it actually goes down, but I hope you got a good view of that. I know I'll probably change this to black and white, but you get the picture. It is stunning where I live in it, and you know, and I love it. I love being on the island. Anyway, that's me from today. That's all from me today. Fuck it, yeah, it's been a long day. It's been a cold day, so I need to go home and thaw out. My hands aren't blue anymore, which is good. So yeah, do the usual: subscribe, like, share, comment, DM, all the jazz. And yeah, if you know people that are struggling, please send my videos their way. You know, tell them to DM me. You know, I can only give what's been given to me. I can only give that away. So I'm not an expert, of course I'm not, but it's working for me, and I know it can work for other people if they want it. All right, anyway, love to you all, peace.